Hello everyone and welcome! If you do not know by now, my name is Jenny Thrasher. I'm the 2016 Olympic champion in women's air rifle. I am not in Tokyo right now because I did not qualify. I'm actually an alternate. However, I am doing my best to support the shooting sports from home, and one of the things I'm doing is anytime an American makes a final, I am live commentating it. So if you are joining me right now, you are here to watch the men's skeet final. This is going to be an exciting one. We just finished the women's skeet final where we had Amber English win a gold medal for the USA, and we're hoping to repeat that for the men here. So if you'd like to watch this at home live with me, feel free to go, if you're in the US, to the NBC website where you can watch the video live stream. If you are not in the US, you can go to the Olympics.com website where you can see the targets. There's no video associated with it, but you can see the scores in real time. So, before we get started, we're going to first go through how, first we'll introduce our 6 athletes. So, these 6 athletes have made the final. Now what happens is they shot 125 qualification shots to try to make this final. So they shot 75, which is 3 rounds of 25 on the first day, and then this morning they shot 2 rounds of 50. So what happens in skeet, if you know nothing about shotgun shooting, you're shooting a 12 gauge shotgun and there are 8 stations. So at these 8 stations, you shoot at flying clays, flying from a high and a low house. So these clays fly simultaneously and you shoot them, and you go station 1, station 2, all the way through to 8. Station 1 is on the far left side, there's another station on the far right side, there's a station in the very middle out front. But the stations we will be shooting in this final today are stations 3, 4, and 5. So basically these athletes have shot, and we had 2 athletes tie for the Olympic qualification record with a 124 out of 125. So out of 125 shots, they hit 124 times. Then we had a 6-way shoot-off for 3 spots. So after these 125 shots, 6 athletes went into a 3-way shoot-off. Not a 3-way. 6 athletes went into a 6-way shoot-off for 3 slots. And we have those athletes here today, and the other 3 athletes did not make the final, unfortunately. So let's talk about them. Qualifying in first place, we have Eric Delaney from France. Eric is 33 years old. Again, he shot a 124, which is a qualification Olympic record. In Rio, 5 years ago in the Olympics, Eric came in 7th place. So right now, no matter what happens, he has already beat his score from Rio. So of course, I bet you he's in the hunt for a medal. He really wants one. So whether or not he gets one, we are soon to find out. In 2nd place, also shooting a 124, we have our current world record holder, Tamaro Cassandro from Italy. Tamaro is 28 years old. He actually, in our last World Cup in Croatia, won the gold medal. So looking to be a hefty contender to this final. In 3rd place, we have Eetu Kalionen, who is our youngest athlete in this final at 23 years old. He is from Finland, and he is part of the Finnish military. So this is common all across the world to be a part of your country's military, and that's kind of a way they can fund Olympic athletes, and their job is to train and compete and go represent their country, which is amazing. So A2 has no World Cup medals yet, but that does not mean much. I actually, when I competed, I had 0 World Cup medals, and I went and I won the Olympics. So we are going to look for a lot of exuberance and excitement from this 23-year-old. So in 4th place, we have Vincent Hancock from the USA. So Vinny is who I will be rooting for. He is 32 years old, And Vinny is probably our most accomplished athlete on this list. Not probably, definitely our most accomplished athlete on this list. So in 2008, Vinny, at his very first Olympics, won gold in this event. In 2012, Vinny followed that up by winning gold in this event. In 2016 in Rio, Vinny unfortunately did not make the final, but here he is today, making the final. Through the first 4 rounds of the 5-round qualification, through the first 100 shots, Vinny was completely clean. Unfortunately, the 5th round did not go so well for him, so he was involved in this 6-way shoot-off to make the final for the 3 spots. But he showed his grit and he showed his medal as an Olympic champion and made it as the first qualifier in this shoot-off. So we will be looking and crossing our fingers, wishing him the best of skill for sure. And okay, in our 5th spot, we have Abdullah Al-Rashida. He is 57 years old, from Kuwait, and this is his 7th Olympics. He has 4 children, one of whom actually competed with him in the 2012 Olympics. So last time in Rio, he won a bronze medal, and he is looking to do that again, or better, to medal again. So with our oldest competitor in this final, maybe, you might have to fact check me on this one, but maybe even the oldest competitor of the entire men's skeet event. He will be looking to show that age is just a number in the shooting events. And in our 6th spot, squeaking into the final, we have Jesper Hansen. He is 40 years old and he's from Denmark. In Rio, he came in 5th place. Really tough to come right out of the medals. But he is looking, this is his 3rd Olympics, he is looking to change that and be a medalist for Denmark. And he actually won the India World Cup in March of this year. So he is looking to be in top shape, and he's being cheered on at home by his son. So they have started already, and we are going to I'm going to tell you about kind of how the final is shot. So the first thing that's going to happen is they're going to shoot doubles from station 3. So they're going to shoot 2 sets of doubles, so 4 shots from station 3. Then they're going to go to station 4, where they're going to shoot 2 shots. Then they're going to go to station 5, where they're going to shoot 2 sets of doubles. So that is, right, 10 shots. And then they're going to repeat that whole thing. So they're going to do that again, 20 shots, and after your 20th shot, we're going to eliminate our 6th place finalists. So here's the catch with this skeet final. And this is weird to me as a rifle shooter, but I understand why they do it. If there is a tie, other than for the gold medal, if there is a tie, they do not do a shoot-off. If it's time for an elimination and there's a tie, all they do is take you out by your bib number. So the score you qualify with goes away, but the ranking you qualify, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, stays. And if you have a higher bib number, so if you're 6 instead of 1, you will get eliminated if there is a tie. And that is because you can get into a shoot-off that could run a long time. So as we know, Vinny earlier had 100 straight hits. So we can't be having a shoot-off for 100 shots every single time that that someone ties. So that's why they do it, to keep it moving. However, if there is a tie for the 1st/2nd place, they will go into shoot-offs, and those can be really long, but also really exciting. So we will see what happens. So after we eliminate our 6th place athlete, we are going to go through and we're going to shoot our doubles again on stations 3, 4, and 5. And those are in the middle of the field. They're not on the end. So in the middle with the high and low houses on either side. And then we are going to shoot through that once, eliminate 5th place. Through that again, eliminate 4th place. So on and so forth until 60 total shots have been fired and we can name our winner. So, all right. They are off and running, shooting right now. I know I just explained all of that, but now we're going to get to our live commentary. So if you're just joining me and you don't know how to watch this, and you're in the US, you want to go to the NBC Olympics website. You can see it right here. I cannot show that and stream that because of copyright. If you are not in the US, you can go to Olympics.com and they will have the live results. So they won't have the video feed, but they will have the scores of hits and misses. So super exciting. And right now they are finishing up on station 5. So they've shot station 3, station 4, they're finishing up on station 5, and then we are going to go through that one more time before we have our first elimination of our 6th place finalists. So, out of 60 shots, the world record in this event is actually 60 shots. So that was shot in 2018, so 60 straight hits. However, the Olympic record has not been set yet. So in 2016, the finals format looked a little bit different. So now that we are in 2021, there's a new finals format. Whoever wins gold today will shoot an Olympic record. So after our first standing, we have 3 athletes tied with 10. We have our Finnish athlete, E2, Vincent Hancock, and Abdullah, our 57-year-old in his 7th Olympics. So they are tied at 10 for the top 3, and then our other athletes are just a few points behind. So 1 in 9th, 1 in 8th, 1 in 7th. So now they're going to go back, start on 3rd place. If you guys want to comment and let me know who you think is gonna medal, I would love to hear it. So, all right, I'm going to try to get this to reload. And they are lining up. As you can see, most of them, and I noticed this in the women's skeet final, which we just watched, most of them have kind of dark colored glasses, or either of like the orange or red variety. That indicates to me that the background that they're shooting against, the backdrop, is kind of low contrast, because they do that to kind of bring in some contrast. And you will see, you know, definitely some of them have some colors of lenses they like better and they prefer, but when they are all shooting kind of similar ones, it indicates to me there's something with the backdrop that is kind of unique maybe. It looks to be a bit of a gray sky. Of course, it is very hot and humid in Japan right now, and there is a rainstorm coming in later. So hopefully this does not have about 1 million shoot-offs and hit that rainstorm. We would not like to see that. So anyway, Vinny is on the dock waiting. He is up next to shoot. And Vinny is a very calm, composed shooter. He looks right now very focused, years and years of habit. I know, I've actually spoken to Vinny personally. If you have not seen, I did an Instagram live with him on my page, and it was fantastic. I think everybody, no matter what you like to shoot, would learn a lot from it. So on my Instagram, at Jenny Thrasher, you can watch my live interview with Vincent Hancock. And from that, I learned that he really takes a lot of confidence from shooting a lot. So he shoots a lot of rounds, and all of these athletes have many, many years of shooting. As you can see, the age range in shooting is a little bit older than in most sports, but I've always heard that skeet is hard to learn, and I think how hard it is to learn and how much you have to hone and work on your reactions really plays a key role in how good you are, right? And how good you are under pressure and with that emotional control. So not surprising that our athletes are a little bit older. Our Finnish athlete, who is actually shooting very well, has not, we're 14 shots in, has not dropped a shot yet, is 23, and he's the youngest. And I would say in air rifle, which is an event I shoot, you don't see that. You can see 16, 17, 18. I was 19 when I won the Olympics in Rio. You also see the other end. You also see some older athletes. So as we progress and grow, there's really no cap on how many Olympics or what age. It's not like some of the sports like gymnastics where you turn 24, which is the age I am, and you're out of there. So all right, we still have our top 3 athletes who are completely clean, 14 shots. And in 4th place, we have Jesper from Denmark. So he will be looking to come up a little higher with 11 hits going into this next round, this next station, I should say. We actually have Eric Delaney from France, and he has a very interesting position. So these athletes, just like athletes in any shooting sport, have specific places they like their feet to be. So the width, the angle, all of that is specifically calibrated, and if you can see, it is the same every time they shoot. Eric Delaney's is very different, and that is a specific kind of sideways angle. Obviously, I can't show you guys, but if you ever get a chance to see it, it's super interesting. So, all right, Vinny is shooting right now, and he is currently on station 4, which is kind of your middle station in the very center. And more hits for him. And now we are going to let our last few athletes, we have 2 more athletes to shoot on station 4, and then we will move to station 5. After station 5, we will have our first elimination of our 6th place athlete. So, all right, gonna give you guys a score update after this, and we're just waiting for Jesper, who is by bib number going to always be the last shooter. So it doesn't matter where they are right now, he will always be the last shooter. So our Italian athlete, who actually qualified in 2nd place, right now is at the bottom. So he has 3 misses so far, and we will see what happens. So anyway, we are continuing on as we are at station 5 right now. We're about almost halfway through the 5th station, and then we will be 20 shots in, which is a third of the way through. We will have our first elimination. So if you have any questions about shotgun shooting, drop them in the comments. I myself am a terrible shotgun shooter. I know the rules, I know how it works, I know what I should do, but it's so hard when you are a rifle shooter and all you train are stationary targets, not to just sit there and aim, right? So with shotgun, you really have to keep a lot of your momentum and kind of swing through the clay instead of aiming at it. So that's very difficult for me personally. All right. All of our athletes look very calm, especially our young one from Finland looks very calm. As you know, they have to have their shotgun at hip height and then yell pull, and I believe they have to see the target before they can move it up to their shoulder. Don't quote me on that one though. So these flying clays are flying very fast. So they're going about 65 miles per hour, which is the same speed as a cheetah. So I definitely cannot even see them when I shoot. You can barely even see them on the video. The only reason you can see them is in the finals, they use clays with a special powder, so when it bursts, you get a really great powder effect, and they're very visible. So we are 20 shots in. Vinny has finished shooting his 20, and he is clean. So we have 3 athletes who are clean so far on their 20s. So that is Eetu from Finland, Vinny from USA, and Abdullah from Kuwait. So right now, since they have all finished with this 2 rounds through of doubles, we are going to say goodbye to our 6th place finisher, we have our Italian, Tamaro Cassandro, being eliminated in 6th place. So he actually is tied. Him and Eric Delaney both have 16 hits, but because Eric qualified in 1st and Tamaro qualified in 2nd, according to their bib numbers, there is no shoot off. Tamaro goes out in 6th, and Eric has a chance to stay in 5th place. So, probably a bit of a disappointing finish for our Italian athlete. We will see when he comes off the line how he's feeling, whether he's smiling, how his interactions with the coach are. So hopefully they show that. So right now they are transitioning, and they're going to all go back to Station 3, our top 5 athletes, shoot once more through, 10 more shots, and then eliminate 5th place. So, all right. This is super exciting. So yesterday in the finals, I commentated for and Eyes on Tamaro. Looks a little upset. Of course, it's so hard as an athlete to be kind of in the roller coaster of emotions. But his coach looks very supportive. Arm around the shoulder. Great. Anyway, so yesterday I live commentated the men's air rifle final, and we actually had an American, Will Shaner, 20 years old, college student, win that event. Super exciting. And then the next event I commentated just about an hour ago with Amber English in women's ski, where she won gold. So we have 2 gold medals in the last 2 events for the USA, which is super exciting and makes me very nostalgic. It also makes me sad I'm not there, of course. I think it's really important just to be honest. Like, every athlete of this caliber at the international level wishes they were there competing right now. And for various reasons, a lot of people aren't. I don't know if you guys heard, but Amber Jo Hill from Great Britain actually was diagnosed with COVID about less than a week ago and could not compete in the women's ski event. And she's been having a very successful year, so I can't even imagine the emotions she's going through and how heartbreaking that is. So sending our thoughts to her and hoping she is healthy. All right, so back to the men's shooting event, which is what we're here to live commentate. I can't forget that. So Vinny has finished with his round. He is still clean. So Eetu from Finland is clean. Vinny is clean. Abdullah is shooting right now. And he is also clean. So we have 3 athletes at 24 hits apiece, which means this is going to be a very competitive final. I have a feeling it is going to be the whole way through like this. So Eric Delaney has 19 hits, which means right now he is on the bubble in 5th place. Jesper Hansen from Denmark is currently in 4th place. So we will see what happens. He is only 1 point behind our 3-way tie for 1st. So Jesper is going to hang on there and wait for an opportunity, right? An opportunity to be clean and hope someone else misses. I think that's just the reality of the Skeet event, to be honest with you. So, all right, so now that we have finished up with Station 3, we are going to go to Station 4, which is in the exact middle of the field. The shooting facilities here look very nice. So of course Japan hosted the Olympics in 1964, and they have either rebuilt or renovated or completely built new all of their shooting facilities since then. So it looks really good. Lots of bright colors with the purple and pink floors, which I think is a lot of fun. And the stands, of course. So even though spectators are not allowed to be there, right? A lot of these athletes have family and friends rooting them on from home. So especially Vinny. Vinny is from the Fort Worth, Dallas-Fort Worth area in Texas, and his wife Rebecca and 2 little girls who are adorable I'm sure are cheering him on right now, even though it's probably way past their bedtime. So where I am, it's about 1:30 in the morning, but for these men shooting in Japan, it's about 4 p.m. in the afternoon. So, all right. Unfortunately, Vinny had his first miss on the Station 4. He looks very stoic, though. He does not look upset. He looks like he is in emotional control, and really in any shooting event, not giving up is key, right? You have to have the grit and the mettle to keep going, and to not kind of psych yourself out and get in your own head about, oh, what does this mean? What's happening? No, you have to keep going and stay focused on the target. Whether that target is flying or not, you have to stay focused. Now we are going to shoot on Station 5. So we have 2 sets of doubles before our next elimination. So we have some interesting things going on. Eric Delaney shoots first because he was number 1 in qualifications. So on that, on Station 5, he is completely clean. And now we are going to go to our next athlete, which is E2 from Finland, and we will see if he cleans it. So we are waiting. So far, E2 and Abdullah are completely clean all the way through, and we've almost hit 30 shots, which is our halfway mark in this final. So we will see who wins. Ooh, spicy. E2 misses 2 shots, so he missed both sets of doubles. That means a lot. So right now Vinny's going to shoot. Vinny's going to hope to be clean. If he is clean, he will propel himself into 2nd place, which is a good place to be. He will keep going, but it's a good place to be. So all of these, and E2 looks very upset after those 2 misses. Naturally, he's going to take some time to compose himself, and that's one of the interesting things about this shotgun final is you have time to kind of come back to your routine, come back to your breathing and your self-talk before you shoot again. But as more people get eliminated, you have less time, and you need to be more efficient with that. So Vinny goes clean on Station 5. You love to see it. He looks like he is in business mode. Let's go USA. So at this point, Abdullah has a miss. Ooh, on his very last shot of Station 5. So this is super exciting. So Jesper is going to shoot. He has 2 more shots left, and then we are going to eliminate our 5th place athlete. Okay. So Eric Delaney from France, who was actually our number 1 qualifier, is eliminated in 5th place, a slight improvement on his Rio performance of 7th place. Congratulations, Eric. So we will see his reaction on the video in a few moments. We'll see if he looks happy or not. You can never tell. You can never tell if an athlete's going to be pleased. I think their performance is more subjective than just what the score is a lot of the time, as it should be, right? I've had matches where I've won and I've come off and been a little upset, but I've also had matches where, maybe I didn't shoot a good score from the outside, but I'm very pleased with how I handled myself and my internal reactions and everything. So that is all right. So Eric Delaney is waving to the crowd, even though the crowd is definitely condensed. It's a lot of other athletes from the shooting sports and coaches and staff, and no one else, no spectators, no athletes from other sports. So it's kind of a sad thing, to be honest, but of course anything that has to happen to keep these athletes able to compete is worth it. So all right, we have some ties. So Vinny, Abdullah, and Jesper all are at 29 out of 30 hits. We are going back to Station 3 right now. And E2 is at 28. So he is in 4th place, but he's only 1 point behind. So I'm rooting for the young guy too, hopefully to stay steady, to stay cool. So, all right, so E2 goes clean on station 3. Vinny goes clean on station 3. So now we are going to wait for our next athlete, which is Abdullah, to shoot. And between each of these rounds, when they do doubles, station 3, 4, 5, and then someone gets eliminated, they have about a minute break to get a little water, to reset, to say something to their coach, and then it is right back at it. They keep this final moving fast, just like how fast I talk. All right, Abdullah is shooting right now, clean on the first pair and clean on the second pair. This is going to be a very intense final. Super exciting. All right. As you can tell, these athletes are very focused. They don't really, when they are in between shots, they don't really look back at their coach. They don't really look around. They kind of keep their eyes on the target, and I think that is their way of just keeping and reaffirming their tracking abilities, right? Because these targets are moving so fast. When I have shot shotgun, because this is international shotgun speeds, about 65 miles per hour. When I've shot shotgun before, it's been at American shotgun speed, which is about 45 miles per hour. And even 20 miles per hour slower, I cannot hit those clays. So what these athletes are doing is no doubt impressive. And I think, of course, any athlete in any Olympic sport at this level is super impressive. I saw this tweet once that said, every Olympic sport should have a normal person just off the street doing it to show like how truly incredible these athletes are. And I definitely think for shooting that would be a good thing, because I feel like a lot of people think shooting looks really easy. In rifle and pistol, they think that because there's not a lot of movement going on, we're shooting at still targets, and we are still, so I think people think, oh, I can do that. And similar with shotgun, a lot of people shoot shotgun, right? So just like a lot of people do, a lot of people have played flag football in their backyard with their family, so they, feel like they can critique. NFL players, it's kind of the same thing. They've shot around with shotguns, so they feel like they can critique these amazing athletes. And honestly, they can't, because these athletes are truly incredible at what they do. And no matter what, they are representing themselves and their country well at the Olympics, and that's what we love to see. And more than just in scores. Obviously, you can represent your country well in your scores and your outcomes, but it's how you act. It's your sportsmanship. It's what you give back to the sport. That's what I believe. So, all right, these athletes are now starting on station 5. We are about to have another elimination in just a few shots. As we keep going, this will get quicker and quicker because there will be less people shooting, of course. So we are approaching our 40th shot. Ooh, drama. A2 just had 2 misses in a row again. He has been clean the whole time, except for 2 doubles of 2 misses each, if that makes sense. So definitely leaving an opening. Abdullah and Vinny are tied. Vinny goes clean on that. He is at 39 hits out of 40. He wants to be a 3-time Olympic gold medalist, and you can see it in his focus right now. So, all right. We are very close to eliminating our next athlete. Abdullah has a miss. So he has 2 shots left, and we will see if he gets 2 hits. But that should, if I'm not mistaken, put Vinny into first place, or tied for first with Jesper, depending what Jesper shoots in these next final shots on station 5 before we have our next elimination. So, all right, Vinny looks like he means business. He is, when he walks, he stares straight ahead. He moves with a purpose, and he moves like he has done this thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of times, which I'm sure he has. So, super exciting. So at this point, Abdullah has another miss. So we are waiting for Jesper, who's the last one because of his bib number, his number 6 bib number, to finish shooting. And once he finishes, he has 2 shots to go, then we will know who is going to be eliminated. All right. Waiting for the scores to update is just like the most nerve-wracking part, in my opinion. So, okay, and if you guys are not aware, I am live commentating every final in any shooting event that an American makes. So definitely subscribe to my channel and follow me on Instagram and TikTok and whatever other social media you're on to keep up with the shooting schedule, the shooting events, the medalists, everything, any questions you have about shooting. So, all right, and we are saying goodbye in 4th place to Eetu from Finland. He looks a little upset. 4th place is a very tough position to come in, being so close to the medals. However, I'm sure he has a great future and hopefully many more Olympics in front of him. Yes, so now the standings. Vinny and Jesper from Denmark are tied at 38 and Abdullah is at 37. That last Station 5 was really tough for him, so he will be looking to have a good comeback now that we start again for Station 3. So we are 40 shots in. We have 20 shots to go. We are 2/3 of the way through this final. And our athletes are looking strong. Vinny with 2 hits right there on Station 3. And another. Amazing. It was funny to talk to Vinny. Seriously, go check it out on my Instagram Live if you haven't. But really interesting to talk to him now at 32 years old, preparing for his 4th Olympics, versus, literally 16 years ago, when he won his first Olympic gold medal, very young. And to hear him talk about kind of how he's changed, how his confidence is more stable, how he used to be a little braggadocious, how he used to kind of have some hot-headed tendencies, to talk to him now, and he seems calm and cool and collected, and also how fatherhood has changed him and how his priorities have changed and how that's made him a better shooter. Super interesting and fascinating to kind of get like a lifestyle editorial of a 2-time Olympic champion, and soon to have another Olympic medal. So with A2's departure in 4th place, we know our medalists, we just do not know what color they are going to be. So I feel like anytime you're on the podium is a good day. Matt Emmons, who is one of my mentors and an amazing shooter, 3-time Olympic medalist, he always told me that. He said, it doesn't matter what place you are on the podium. If you're on the podium, you get to be thankful. And I think that takes a lot of pressure off, right? No one should feel like a failure for getting a silver medal. But people do occasionally, for a variety of reasons. So. All right, so we are still shooting right now. We are on targets 41 through 50. We are at Station 4, right in the middle, and we are waiting for these athletes to finish up on Station 4. Abdullah with another miss on the first shot of Station 4. It can be a little disheartening sometimes, especially in a sport like this, to have a miss and have other people not missing and not give up. So hopefully he stays strong right now. All right. Now we are going into Station 5. Vinny has the lead by 1 point. He has 45 hits, Jesper 44, and Abdullah 42. So after these 2 sets of doubles, it is more than likely that Abdullah will be eliminated with a bronze medal in the Olympics, which is actually what he had in Rio. So he will be a repeat bronze medalist from 5 years ago, which is kind of cool, honestly. I'm sure silver would have been a little bit nicer for him, but I think you have to be happy, especially at 57 years old. Most people are not living their dream and shooting in the Olympics at 57 years old. I hope I am, though. I'm 24 right now, so when the next Olympics comes around, I will be 27, and fingers crossed I will be there representing my country. So, all right, so Vinny finished shooting, and now Abdullah is shooting. He has 2 shots left. I am trying to get the... Okay, and he is eliminated. Smile on his face. Looks like he is grateful to be there, if you know what I mean. Maybe not particularly happy. Obviously, winning gold is the object. I don't think anyone is here and isn't wanting to win gold, right? If you're at the Olympics, hopefully you are there to play, if you know what I mean. But at the end of the day, you have to be happy with your effort, and you also have to not measure the last 5 years of your life based on one number at the end of the day. So, yes, Abdullah is holding his gun up. Yes, he's waving to the crowd. 3rd place, a bronze medal, a 2nd bronze medal for this 57-year-old. I'm sure his 4 kids at home are all watching right now. Hugs to his coach. Giving fist bumps all around, fist bumps to the American coach, handshakes. Wow, looks like a real class act. I do not know him personally, however. So, unfortunately, a lot of the shotgun World Cups and the rifle pistol World Cups are separate. So it's actually kind of rare that they are at the same event and the same time in the same country. So it's always fun when you go to Pan Am Games or the Olympics, or sometimes we do have combined World Cups or World Championships, and everyone's together and you guys can get to know each other a little more. That is always so much fun. So anyway, Vinny still has a 1-hit lead. We are now on station 3. We are at shot 53, basically. And Vinny clears station 3 with 4 hits, so he is looking ready to bring this home. Let's go, USA! 2 medals, 2 events today. Everyone cross your fingers at home. So, our athlete from Denmark, Jesper, who this is his 3rd Olympics. He finished 5th in the Rio Olympics 5 years ago. Will be getting a medal. He has to be thrilled. He also looks very composed. And his son is at home watching him right now. Or in bed. Not sure how old his son is, so. Alright, so now they are on to station 4. We are almost done with this final. It is hard to believe. It is 2 in the morning. Jesper had a miss. So Vinny has a little, not a lot, but a little bit of breathing room with a 2-hit lead and 6 shots to go. All right. 2 more hits at station 4. Jesper is coming up to station 4. All right. Wow. I don't know about you guys, but my heart is racing. This is so exciting. If you're watching it live, oh, Jesper with a hit and a miss. So Vinny now has 3 points of breathing room, 55 with 4 more shots to go. So he could set an Olympic record today of 59 in the final, which is a very high scoring final. He's looked very clean, very composed, striving right now for his 3rd gold medal. First 2 hits, 2 shots to go. 2 shots to go. Looks composed. 2 hits. Wow. big fist pump, big high five to the American coach. Vincent Hancock is your Olympic gold medalist for 2021 men's skeet. This is his third Olympic gold medal in 4 Olympic appearances. Jesper has 2 shots to go. Hard to finish shooting when everyone else is celebrating what is history. But he is going to go home with a silver medal today, and hopefully is very proud and very happy, as he should be. This will be his highest finish in an Olympics. A big handshake with Vinny. Oh, they're exchanging some words. I would love to hear them right now. They both look like such good sports. Vinny is screaming, holding his gun up in the air. You guys should go watch this video if you get a chance. Amazing to see history. Congrats to Vinny. That is 3 medals for America, all of them gold in the last 3 events. Great. So they are lined up in the middle of the field, taking pictures, doing announcements. They're gonna have less than 10 minutes to go until the podium ceremony. So just amazing to see the excitement on all of their faces. They all look very happy to be announced. They look like good sports, to be honest with you. And you know, it's a mix of emotions. You have relief that it's over, you have pride in your country, you have happiness, you have a lot of adrenaline, maybe a little regret. I mean, there are so many things going on in your head, but mostly overwhelmed. So anyway, thank you for tuning in to my live stream today. Congrats to Vinny, congrats to all the finalists in the men's skeet event. And tune in later in the week. I will be going live anytime an American makes the final to live commentate, and I hope to see you there. Thank you so much. Good night.